With Own Every Word, you can own every word in the metaverse.
Hammy Ground.
Dunkles. Oppo Time Snack.
And every word is a one of one. And do we have a roadmap and utility? You bet your ass. Have you read it all yet? Okay. Own Every Word. It's another NFT project.
Hey everybody, welcome to Own Every Word, the game show. The game show where our dedicated audience, the word heard, submits answers to fill in the blank statements, and a brilliant panel of funny comedians votes on which word wins. The winner will then win an incredible NFT prize. I'm Matt Harris, your host. Happy to be here with you today. And we have brilliant panelists with us. Hello, everybody. There we are. Hello, panelists. Are you all ready to play?
Yes, let's play the game.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So we're going to get down to business, and then we'll get to know all of our panelists. So every month we have a theme. And this month it's our Pirate's Booty. So ahoy. Here's the first fill in the plank. Blank.
Whoa.
Gonna do it all night long, folks. The captain named his ship Blank of the Sea after his mother. Let's see what the word heard submitted. The captain named his ship Squalid Donkey of the Sea after his mother. Individualist of the Sea after his mother. Matrilineal of the Sea after his mother. Barest Wrinkle of the Sea after his mother. Horde of the Sea after his mother. Pot Roast of the Sea after his mother. Caribou of the Sea after his mother. Terrorist of the Sea after his mother. Queen of the Sea after his mother. And Screechy of the Sea after his mother. So that's what the word heard submitted. Thank you for your submissions. And let's check in with our panelists. So Jordan, first impressions from you. What's leaping out at you here?
Wow. Well, a lot is leaping out at me. First, Horde is really interesting because it implies, you got a bunch of ships coming at you, maybe a flotilla coming at you. That's scary. Horde of the Seas.
Right.
And then Pot Roast of the Sea, it's starting to make the most sense. You love your mom. You love your mom's food. That's a really, really nice tribute. And even Terrorist of the Sea really speaks to me as a terrorist.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad they were able to hit home with you in some sort of way. Great first impressions. Phil Ranta, I'm going to jump over to you. What jumps out at you first, Phil?
Yeah, as a fellow terrorist as well, just like Jordan, terrorist, of course, stands out because we're terrorists. However, I really wish that somebody owned Screechy and Queen and Terrorist, because a Screechy Queen Terrorist is a very good insult that we should use more. I love seeing Queen up there because it makes me think of that dead woman that they keep showing on TV lately. It's making me sad, but it kind of the world's mother, at one point or another, because the country killed a bunch of people to make sure that happened. But really, if I have to look at it, my mom is a proud woman she's something of an individualist. She has a sixth sense of humor. So if I was a captain and I was naming my ship, I'm feeling individualist of the sea.
That's a wonderful tribute. I wish someone would name me that one day. Stacy Roommaker, what jumps out at you first?
Well, I can say, as someone who is employed by Jordan and Phil, I can agree that they are both terrorists. So I'm thinking terrorist.
Nailed it.
Guilty, right?
We also can't see your hands right now. You very well may be tied to that chair.
We could. I don't know. Why would they do that? Why would they force me to do this game show? That's crazy.
Keep typing. Just keep typing.
Yeah. But I have to say, squalid donkey made me laugh pretty hard. Like, to call your mom a squalid donkey of the sea. I don't know. That got me. So that's what I'm thinking. I am curious to see what our word herd has to say.
It's funny that you mentioned that, because while we've heard the initial thoughts, what I'd like you to do is grab your writing utensils and your writing surfaces, begin to have them meet one another while you write down your final thoughts. And we're going straight to Sam Proof and checking in with that word herd.
All right. First and foremost, hi Mogwai. Mogwai says, Sam is the prettiest I've ever seen. Thank you. I'm newly shaved in honor of the horrible things that Phil just said. No, Spend Eternal says, I'm torn. Yeah, a lot of good options here. Mogwai Shadow says, Horde of the Sea is very piratey, sounds scary. Arr, me horde. Yeah.
Yep.
Reno Recap says, Queen is the obvious answer, because nothing's scarier on a big boat than Freddie Mercury. Crypto Don says, Arr, don't be talking about me maternally like that. Yep. It flows right off the tongue. And Sheba Dog says, Screechy really works too. Really works though, for real. I feel like that's,
I like that. Yeah.
Well, let's see if we can really work on a consensus. Back to you.
Well done, Sam. Well done, and I applaud you. Okay, so we've heard from the word herd. We've heard from from what they had to say. Let's see where our panel landed here. So, Jordan, I'm going to go back to you. What do you have?
You know what? I'm feeling like pot roast.
Okay.
I think that was a nice meal. It's a hearty, rustic meal that a mother might make for a young pirate in training that he then might long for on long days at sea.
All right. Okay. So it's a very nostalgic pirate, so that all of his intended targets can say, uh-oh, here comes the pot roast of the sea. I'm feeling it. I'm following that through line of narrative. And Phil Ranta, I'm on to you. Where did you land? What did you write?
Jordan Pomavile, the J. Jonah Jameson of Own Every Word, is unfortunately incorrect. Our hostage Stacy made an excellent point there. I think the one that made me smile the most upon rereading it, although matrilineal I should appreciate, is very literal, and I like that it fits well. But we're a comedy show. I was feeling the squalid donkey, and I can't draw, so there's a fox with a goo body.
Which I'm sure there's a species of squalid donkey that is exactly like that. So, Stacy, you're a influencer now. What did you end up writing down?
You know what? I will say I was influenced by the herd. And also because I couldn't draw a squalid donkey, Phil, I decided to go with Queen. Because it was easier.
Oh my God. Queen is dead. Okay. So what we have here is a failure to consensus. So.
Oh man.
Consensus, go. No, we need to come to an agreement, panel. All right. So I'm going to give you less than 30 seconds. I'm going to give you 30 seconds. Come to an agreement, sway each other, go.
Okay, if you're a captain, that means that your mom must have been pretty lousy, right? Because you're the captain of a ship, then that means that you wanted to get out to sea and away from everybody. So it couldn't be a positive thing. And
Yeah.
I feel like they're also like a little bit like weird. So like squalid donkey is like a kind of seafarer's insult. So
I'm
that's why
absolutely willing to go squalid donkey. I'm
I'm
absolutely
for
willing
sale.
to-
Okay.
Yeah. I swallow donkey. I think this pirate comes from a broken home.
Excellent. So it sounds like we have a consensus from the hostage and from the mad money of Own Every Word. We have Squalid Donkey. Squalid Donkey.
Yes.
Thank you so very much. And congratulations to our winner. Winner.
That's my job.
As producer / panelist.
Yo-Yo Johnston.
Yo. You know who you are, and I congratulate you. Don't worry. Not only will you be getting your due props, you'll be receiving an official, unofficial NFT prize coming to you, and that is round 1. So before we get in round 2, let's meet our panelists, everybody. So first up, Stacy Roommaker, illustrious producer. How are you,
Hi.
Stacy?
Hello. Yes, illustrious producer. I am also producing the show while I'm a panelist.
Well, yes,
So
you have
we'll see how that
terrorist
goes.
bosses. Yes, you.
So I'm
there.
already messing it up. But I have these terrorist boss that are holding me hostage, so I'm a little nervous. I mean, I'm excited to play with my bosses. It's fun. I'm
Well,
going to
it's
do a
hard-
great job.
It's hard to produce a show and read from a prepared statement at the same time, but I think you are doing fabulous.
Doing great.
And I am here to support you and quietly send help. You'll see me blinking out Morse code through the show. Next up, the man with the tie himself, Jordan Pomavile. How you doing, Jordan?
I'm doing great, Matt. I'm happy to be here.
I'm happy to have you. I also see that it says that you are the Own Every Word editor-in-chief.
That's right. Always on deadline, always trying to come up with new jokes, rewriting the jokes, making the NFTs. It's the office has been nuts lately. Just trying to get by.
Exactly. No, yeah, you have an entire board of syntax behind you. Ladies and gentlemen, he works hard. Last but not least, here's a familiar face to some of you, and if not, let's introduce him. Hi, Phil Ranta. How you doing?
Hey, I'm doing great. I'm all jazzed up because I ate gummy bears and Girl Scout cookies, and I'm 2/3 of the way through a Corona, so my life is good.
Boom, boom, boom. Oh, wait, how is that combo? Wait a minute. So gummy bears, cookies, and Corona?
Yeah, and it's the butter cookies too, so it really doesn't fit any of the other two.
Oh, but respect to you for diving in the way you do. And speaking of diving in, welcome everybody. Thank you for being here. I am so proud to perform in front of my bosses as well. But let's go on to round 2 and see what we got to get back in this game. They didn't catch any fish, but the seamen sure found a lot of blank in their nets. All right, let's see what the word herd submitted. They didn't catch any fish, but the seamen sure found a lot of pescatarians in their nets. They sure found a lot of dignified illusionists in their nets, a lot of pucks in their nets, a lot of stimulus in their nets, a lot of chestnuts in their nets, a lot of gentlemen in their nets, a lot of kin in their nets, a lot of pickled ruffians in their nets, a lot of water in their nets, and a lot of hikers in their nets. Wow, all over the spectrum here. So let's just dive right in and see what we have. So Phil Ranta, we're going to start with you. What jumps out at you first?
The oceans are deeply polluted these days, Matt. Water is getting thicker. It doesn't pass through nets anymore.
Well,
And therefore, when they pull up their nets, the fish are all dead. They sunk to the bottom or the top. The nets go into the middle. And it's full of a bunch of thick, chunky Lake Erie water. Matt, that's the problem with the environment. And I'm sick of big corporations doing this to our fish that we want to eat.
First of all, fist in the air for you. And second of all, from colonization to global warming, Girl Scout cookies are taking you to a dark place, and I love it. All right. I love it. We're going to refill you and restock you. Great first impressions. Stacy, let's go on over to you. What jumps out at you with this?
Well, first of all, I was reading the board, and So Tareep said he's never heard of any of these people, and that's hurtful because I thought we were tight, So Tareep.
Ouch.
Wow.
Oh, it's
Shots
okay.
fired.
It's all right. I'm okay. I would say I think pescatarians is just that's hilarious.
I mean,
You
they
know?
would. I guess they would be out to sea. I'm sure.
They would be in in the sea looking for fish because that's how you catch them. You got to go to the source. If you're serious about being a pescatarian, then you go to the ocean to get your fish. Okay.
Do you hear that, pescatarians? Be about it.
And pickled ruffians, I gotta say, if I think that's probably the reason that they're pickled is because they're in the ocean. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
All right. Pescatarians, pickled ruffins. I like the alliteration.
The
Jordan.
pea and the pox. I'll go all peas.
Well, speaking of pea, how about Mr. Pomavile? What jumps out at you over there, sir?
I mean, I got to agree so far with Stacy and Phil. I think water is a great one, but I was thinking not so much the environment, but these fishermen maybe don't have a great education. Maybe what they don't have is a net, what they're using as a bucket, and no one's ever explained to them what a net is. So that's not working. I also thought pescatarians, because so often when you're catching fish, you catch a predator of that fish. So it would make sense if, in addition to catching fish, you caught a pescatarian, and also pox, because it felt like maybe it was a curse placed on seamen to not catch any fish at all.
Boom. I like the narrative of that story. And also, you just now put To Catch a Predator in my head, which now is also going to be a new show that fish have about fishermen. So,
By the way, we're all here to bust you, Matt. Have a seat.
dang it. No, you don't understand. You don't understand.
Have a seat.
I'm waiting for a buddy. All right. So, great first impressions. That was always their excuse. No, I'm just waiting for a friend. All right. So, great first impressions. Write down things. Write down. Were you swayed by something a panelist said? And while you're writing down, let's check in with the word herd, because I'm sure they have some juicy things to tell you. Sam.
Cool. Hang on. Just really quick. Yeah. This just in. We are here against our will. Not here against our will.
Ah, yes. Right.
Got it. Oh.
Well sold. Well
Very
sold.
sharp. Spin to Turtle starts us off with pickled ruffians make sense. They fell overboard. Yep. Soda Reap says water, because how? Isn't that's just a qualifier for everything? Bank default, because how? Fork Gent says, or Fork G NFT. Oh, I just put that together. Okay, great. I know a few pickled ruffians. I think you should treat them nicer. Moonraven says, gentlemen and seamen seem to be an odd mix. And also an odd thing to say out loud. Thank you for that.
Not at my house.
Shiba Dog, welcome back, says, come on, guys. Who the hell is picking these? And then follows that up with pescatarians is great. Sarcastic. Oh, let me try that again. Pescatarians is great. Good. All right. We got that down. And Callie Mullally finishing it up with water because the pirates are Polish. Seriously. As a representative of Polish, Romanian Americans, please leave the jokes to us. I assume that there's a joke coming at some point. I'll tell you if I figure it out. Okay. And back to you if you could figure out consensus.
Yes, let's go and ask this panel of the show, where do we come up? Who comes up with this stuff? But with that, let's check in with where you landed on your final thoughts. Phil Ranta.
I was going to do a different one, but then because that water comment, because I'm part Polish, I am sticking to it. I'm sticking with my fellow Poles out there.
Yes.
Have you ever heard the telephone pole bit? Watch it. Look it up. It's on the Muppets. I'm sticking with water.
Was the
this is an even worse picture of the fox with the bad body. I started drawing water, and then I realized it looked like my last picture, so then I just filled in the eyes and the ears.
You know, if the water actually was like a solid, it wouldn't have gone through the screen door in the submarine.
That's true. See?
Well, now we are finding things out tonight. So water coming from Phil Ranta. Stacy Roommaker, where do you land with this?
Look, I am also Polish.
Oh,
Oh, all right. Water again. All right, score 2 for the Polish community. Jordan Pomavile. So let's get your nationality and your answer.
Well, actually, yeah, no, I'm French in a slew of former satellite nations in Eastern Europe, of which Polish is one. I was gonna go pescatarians because I really like that, but here's the thing: I think we're going with water.
hey.
Look at this. So agreeable. Pescatarians right above the water where they belong. So water
Putting on top.
is our answer.
They're Polish fish.
Polish. Yeah, the Poles win.
Boom, boom, boom.
Wait a second. It was lowercase. Are we sure she didn't mean polish?
Oh, a Polish person would think that.
One may never know, and it is best not to do it. See, Callie Mullally is letting you know she also, or they, I don't know, I'm misgendering. Callie Mullally is also Polish, self-deprecating humor, definitely allowed. However, water is our winner, and congratulations to P-Star 7. P-Star 7, did you think that your answer, literally of water, was going to be the one picked? Because if you did, I want your confidence. And if not, what a great surprise for you. You get an official, unofficial NFT prize coming your way. And we are on to round 3. All right. So round 3, instead of a fill in the blank sentence, this time it's going to be a phrase. It's going to be an open-ended phrase. And then we're going to see where we land on the answer. So round 3. What's something that every pirate needs to pack for a voyage? Let's see what the word herd came up with. What's something that every pirate needs to pack for a voyage? Healthy cotton candy, stable planks, poaching garage, exquisite twerking frock, camera, boutonniere, tremendous, infamous beasts, hair-raising perversion, babka, or handguns. What's something that every pirate needs to pack for a voyage? Stacy Roommaker, I'm going to start with you. What's your first impressions here?
I mean, stable planks. That's almost too good. A poaching garage. I mean, where else are you going to poach on a ship? You know, you need a poaching garage. And an exquisite twerking frock. I mean, what else are you going to wear on twerking nights? This is going to be a tough one. And then, of course, your hair-raising perversion. I mean, what is a pirate ship without someone who's into some really weird stuff? Phil Ranta. But anyway, yeah, this is going to be a tough one. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, there's a lot coming at us. I'm going to try not to judge on camera. I mean, listen, camera. All right. So it's hard for me to get over that one. Jordan Pomaville, what jumps out at you first?
Obviously, camera. the rhythm of you reading all of them, and they're all these 2 and 3 word things, and then just to get to camera, I don't know. It feels like the punchline, but also handguns. Pirate needs the shoots, right? They have old timey piratey guns.
The shoots got to have the blam blams.
Yeah, and then I'm thinking also maybe healthy cotton candy. For like, I feel like our friends at Nestle are just doing some really good work.
Yeah, that is exactly what I want to hear. Like, our mateys, gather around. Before we embark, make sure you have the healthy cotton candy. We're going to be at sea for a long time.
With vitamin C.
We can't have any of that other stuff that melts too quick when the water hits it, or with high fructose corn syrup. Oh yes. Okay. No. Hey, I'm with you on that. And Phil Ranta.
I'm
What say you?
amazed. I'm amazed nobody pointed out boutonniere. I just imagine the pirate
Yeah.
dance that must go along with. Where like, oh, I hope one-eyed Charlie thinks me handsome. Put on a little boutonniere. Like, because a lot of these they feel like they're all things that come out of loneliness or anger. Like, I agree, healthy cotton candy is very functional. A lot of people are dying because they didn't have enough health. Stable planks is almost too good. Like, it's painfully good because, of course, if you're a pirate and your plank falls off, then you're like, I have you walk just off the edge. Where's the drama? Right? There's got to be a plank to build that drama. Yeah, I agree. And then Tremendous Infamous Beasts I like because it's very kind of like travel around the world and pick up things from an island and then go, oops, we shouldn't have picked up the Tremendous Infamous Beasts. Like, it's the exact opposite of something you'd want on the boat. There's just too much good stuff. I need the word herd to convince me.
Well, funny you said that. So grab your writing utensils, grab your things to write with, poise them, and let's go over to Mr. Sam Proof himself and check in with the word herd.
All right, let's take a look at what's going on. I'm doing it. Oof, this is a hard one. I'm just going to go with Flabber. Says hair-raising perversion. Yeah, got a good start here. Soda Reap says stable planks is so fitting, but then there is handguns. Isn't that just always the way? I mean, I like the babka, but there is handguns. Delicious. Meta says, what's a babka? You are missing out, my friend. As Callie Mullally says, oh, is this the wrong one? This is the wrong one. Oh, not as Callie Mullally says. As Spinda Turtle says, babka is a sweet braided bread or a cake which originated in the Jewish communities of Poland and Ukraine. So celebrating Poland and Ukraine right now, and they're delicious. Chocolatey and anyway. Callie Mullally says this one is hard. I'm a big babka fan, but can't beat healthy cotton candy.
I think you can.
You probably can't find it either. But anyway, Meta says, I agree, stable planks is the practical one. I mean, of all the planks, yes, stable is the practical one. Fork is back and says, I like hair-raising perversion. I think it's a good answer for this too. No camera, no boutonniere. What's going on, word herd? It's all over the place. It's anybody's game, so let's see what we can do. And if we can come to a hair-raising consensus.
Ooh-wee. All right. We are back to the panel. The word herd, thank you. Might not have been any help at all, but let's go back to Stacy and see if from all of that she was able to land on something. Stacy, what did you write down?
Oh, I was influenced by the word herd.
Hello.
Okay. I want you to know I'm listening to you. Okay.
She sees you.
But Jordan, he tickled me with the shoots. So I'm going to admit, I'm between two. Okay. Handguns, which I got to admit makes a lot of sense. Sorry, guys. I guess it's, but then the babka, I don't know. Now I got it in my head, guys. I want it. Okay. I want the chocolate babka, not the cinnamon. That's a Seinfeld reference for those of you who were born in the 2000s. So I'm between a rock and a hard place, a babka and a handgun.
Haven't we all found ourselves there at one point or another? And with that, let's go ahead and check in with you, Jordan. Where did you land? Maybe you can help us all out here.
Honestly, I'm still giggling about camera. Really like camera.
Camera.
I acknowledge
Army
it's not...
scrapbook.
We're going to see some pretty cliffs.
It feels not historically accurate, but it made me laugh the most. That said, I agree with Stacy. Handguns and babka, I feel like that was a short story in one of Woody Allen's books.
Right? Yeah. That at some point there would be those
babkas
two elements.
And handguns.
A giant handgun. Okay. All right.
From my mother.
So we're swirling around the edge. We have a couple of ideas. We're settling on something. Let's go to the man who definitely is one to usually nail down a position here. Phil Ranta. What do you got for us?
Well, I was talking to my analyst the other day, and he told me every pirate needs stable planks. It's very important. I mean, there was even the word herd said it was too perfect, and I agree. Like, we shouldn't discount something because it's too perfect. Although I have to say, the funniest one now is Jordan being tickled about camera. The fact that he laughed so hard at camera almost like makes me want to change it to camera because it brings him so much boyish glee.
Well, with
the camera thing is. It's funny. Just imagining the pirates taking pictures. It's like, I'm going to take a picture of One-Eyed Willie's peg leg. I'm going to print it in black and white to make it look artsy.
Everybody squeeze in. Don't be shy.
Okay, now a silly one.
Exactly. And if we are being, trying to at least be period appropriate, then I'm imagining that there's the poor photographer who's trying to hold this thing steady as it's going, because it's one of those where he has to hold the giant flash like a broom handle in one hand and just snap a thing there. So
and he's getting sloshed back and forth with waves.
Oh, look at that. The word herd is actually turning the team camera now.
Long beard Bart, come to the front. We can't see ye long beard in the back.
Come on. You got to get in the front. You're short.
Peg leg Willie, we have to see your peg leg. Come up forward. Now we have too many people in the front row.
I'm telling you, it sounds like this answer is catching steam. It's catching more moss. I see a camera sneaking up there. That's the second camera.
I wrote camera over top of my drawing.
And camera with another donkey fox just to seal it in. So camera. What I was judging, because I was like packing a camera for a voice. That's what we all do nowadays. And look at me judged back. What happens when the abyss stares back at you? You get a winner. Congratulations, Boogie. Boogie
again.
I'm telling you, Boogie produces hits, everybody. I want to know, Boogie, when you get time, I want to know the lotto numbers you're going to pick. I want to know your Super Bowl winner, your Oscar winners for the pool. We're hanging out later, Boogie. Okay. Congratulations to you. Yet another official, unofficial NFT prize coming your way. And now we are on to round 4, which, of course, is our 2 for a round. That means you'll need 2 cards to submit. Double trouble. So let's get to it. Two-eyed Timmy had a hook for a hand, a peg for a leg, and a blank for a blank. Okay, let's see what the word herd submitted. I'm already knowing. Here we go.
Funny writer, whoever came up with that.
Good job, Stacy.
So, two-eyed Timmy had a hook for a hand, a peg for a leg, and a tickle for a punch. And a physical therapist for a knee, and a scar for a worm, and a rigger for a barmaid, and a penny for an eye, and a big boy for a dresses, and a fiesta for a baccalaureate, and a spoon for a ding-dong.
Well.
Why even read the rest?
And a palm for a Bigfoot, and a pullover for a ma.
Oh, man.
Well, you all know we have to accept these as the pairs they are read as. So let's go to Mr. Shoot himself, Jordan Pomavile. What jumps out at you, just out of curiosity?
First, I feel like this is a Franken kid. This two-eyed Timmy. He's got a hook for a hand, a peg for a leg. It's like, how much of him is still human?
His eyes.
Also,
2 of them.
Yeah, well, yeah. Yeah. Well, and I feel bad for this, but that rules out Penny, because he can't have a penny for an eye. It goes against canon. He has 2 eyes. It's seemingly one of the regular things about him.
Good point.
Also, guys, how about the show's just a pirate show now? Throw it
Down
out there.
On every pirate word.
Rigger for a barmaid sounds like a boner joke.
That does sound nasty. Yeah, there's something nasty there. Oh yeah.
And a spoon for a ding dong does feel, I don't know, maybe it's too easy. And palm for a Bigfoot I like, because we get anatomical again, where we're saying he has, instead of a big foot, he has a palm in that area.
in the Bigfoot area. Okay, no, I like very sound logic. Can always rely on you for that. Stacy Rootmaker, what jumps out at you?
Oh, well, I gotta say, a tickle for a punch. I mean, that's I mean, that right off the bat, that's just funny. Okay.
Yeah.
Doesn't
Here's
feel
the
like a fair
question.
trade.
I have questions about it, but
Yeah, he doesn't punch, he tickles, and it's funny. I too had a physical therapist for my knee, so that one I have to a big boy for the now. If it was dresses for a big boy, I might be convinced, but I don't think. And a big boy for a dress it. I don't know. Spoon for a ding dong. I mean, that just fits. That's just and a pullover for ma. That's kind of sad. That's like, oh, I didn't have a mother. I had a pullover for a ma. So, and that's kind of pirate.
There you
know?
go. That's that Bukowski line right there. It's just where and a pullover for a ma.
Damn it. All right, just for Bukowski. I think I'm leaning towards pullover for a ma now.
Never worn.
No, he was a dick. All right.
Oh man. Phil Ranta.
I had an old shoe for a dad and a pullover for a ma. No, tickle for a punch is a wonderful because it could go two ways. One is it's like an insult, like he's such a wimp. He had he was like Glass Joe in the original Punch Out. He has a tickle for a punch. Or the other one is just that Two-Eyed Timmy is just very handsy and fun, which I imagine he would be. You'd have to have a sense of humor about yourself with so many deformities. And then I really like Fiesta for a baccalaureate because if you have a Fiesta for a baccalaureate, you can't get any other jobs, especially if you've got a hook for a hand and a peg for it. So, of course, you're going to become a pirate. You got a Fiesta for a baccalaureate. Who's going to hire you?
You can't do data entry.
You can't do data entry. They're like, what? You had a Fiesta for a baccalaureate? Oh, get out of here. Go get a real degree. I can't trust you. Not even a party, a Fiesta? That's specifically more of a party than a party.
Taking the educational snobbery route that we know exists. Okay, not you. I'm saying society. So with that, poise your pencils and your pens, and I'm going into poise your pencils, me mateys. While we check in our most courageous scallywag Sam Pruth in the word herd.
Okay, Sheba Dog says, "Oh, I gotta click on it. A pullover for a ma, so sweet." Yeah, we're all about the sweetness here. If you haven't heard that before. Soda Reap says, "Yeah, this is a spoon for a ding dong." Clearly, Mogwai says, "Tickle for a punch is great. I want to use that insult now." Yep. Callie says, "Oh man, big boy is back." Sadly, I agree with what was said. It should have been dresses for a big boy. Just really missed the mark on that one. Sheba Dog, hard to beat the ding dong. Actually, surprisingly easy.
Well,
Mogwai Shadow says punch is just the best, and then whatever happens over here. But it seemed fitting because of cards and poker and pirates.
I get you.
Yeah. There you go. See. Fandar says, "I have a spoon for a ding dong. I feel seen. Thank you. You're welcome, and I'm so sorry." And then follows it up with, "If you have a Fiesta for a baccalaureate, you get 10,000 back on your student loans."
Hey now.
All right, let's see if we can get 10,000 back on our consensus.
I just like the rhythm of the spoon and ding dong because it just matches up. It's spoon for a ding dong, two bits. All right. Get that out of your head all night, everybody. I dare you. I absolutely dare you. But we're daring. We're back. Jordan, what did you land on?
You know what? I support higher learning, and I think it's good to have like a lot of broad horizons. And so I'm going Fiesta for a baccalaureate. I think it's a very worthwhile liberal arts degree. I think you're going to learn a lot. There's going to be a lot of different prereqs, humanities, science, math. And
all right.
You're not going to be very employable, but you'll be fun at Fiestas.
All right. So, all solid advice for Two-Eyed Timmy here. Okay, that's going to be his life. Stacy Rootmaker, what about you? What's going on with Two-Eyed Timmy here? Where did you land?
I gotta say, I talked myself into Ma and Pullover.
Okay. Especially when you put them in
Pullover for
that
Ma.
order.
Sorry,
Yeah,
I got order. Sorry.
you got a little jersey on me right there. Ma, pull over.
Listen, I'm from Jersey. I'm in Jersey. I'm from Jersey. Yeah.
Loving it. And I'm with you on that. So we got a couple we got one over here. Phil Ranta, what do you got?
I mean, it's just so much good stuff, but we all lost it the first time around. I think the word herd agreed when we all first heard of tickle for a punch. You know,
Wow.
Two-Eyed Timmy right there has got his hook for a hand. He's saying tickle, tickle.
Oh man. Can we make t-shirts with the donkey fox on it? Because
I think we found a new mascota.
would wear it. I would wear it. Okay, so again, our panelists, you all have brilliant minds that have arrived at different destinations. Convince each other. Go.
I'm
what?
What do you think,
actually
guys?
Punch, pull over, Ma.
I'm on tickle for a punch. I think it's it's like a peckle. What is that? I love you, a bushel and a
peck of
peck. Sorry, it
peppers?
took me a second. Yeah, Peter Pep. Yeah. No, I love you, a bushel and a tickle and a punch.
I got you.
Yeah, so I'd be willing to go tickle and a punch.
Okay.
It
All
also
right,
feels like a bizarre trade. Like, a tickle for a punch.
Right.
Yeah, like
right.
currency. Like I give you a tickle, you give me a punch.
Yeah, that's what we're into.
You know, and he's got a hook for a hand. What is his tickle like? There's a lot of questions that are following this.
Yeah, it hurts. Hurts a lot.
I'm team tickle for a punch now. I'm with Stacy.
Hey, well, you know where I stand.
Well, all tides rise and the wave flows to tickle for a punch. And so it looks like we have a winner. Congratulations to, I believe I'm saying this right.
Oh, it's Joey
Sound.
Johnston.
Oh, wait, then I'm not reading this right. Because that's not even so yo. Okay, you can play with my yo-yo. Okay, that's a reference to anybody who was born in the 80s and was into hip-hop in the 90s. Okay, so congrats, yo-yo, coming in again with that stuff. Tickle for a punch, your official, unofficial, own everywhere NFT prize will coming to you. And now let's wrap it up with our gold special edition round. This one is for gold and special edition cards only. So yo ho ho, a bottle of rum. Let's take a look at what our very talented and possibly held hostage writers came up with for round 5. The best pirate stories always have a blank. Let's see what the word herd submitted. The best pirate stories always have a rockin' hangout.
Yeah.
The best pirate stories always have an unguarded sanctuary. They always have an overachiever. Always have a change. Always have a bar mitzvah. Always have a classic drink. Always have a boogie. Always have a convocation. Always have a luau. And always have a bloodthirsty apple pie. So, everything from practical to way off the wall. Let's see where you guys are landing. Phil Ranta, what jumps out at you first?
I feel like all of these things are in the 100-yard radius of the Pirates of the Caribbean ride.
It's very true.
So there is, and that's
All
a
of
great
them.
pirate story. All of them, right? Especially the bar mitzvah. You see them all the time at the Disneyland hotels and resorts. Yeah, there's so much good stuff here. I like the Rockin' Hangout because, like, the pirate stories always have, like, the kind of Lost Boys netting, like, swinging down on things, and then you see your kid, you're like, whoa, Rockin' Hangout, bro. Unguarded Sanctuary, certainly, because that's how the good guys / bad guys steal the treasure, and the pirates have to go after them. But, at the end of the day, I think that I really have to go with what all good stories have, which is change, right? The characters change, they learn. So it's not just a pirate story. It's all stories need to have change. You know,
The scariest thing and yet the most inevitable. Stacy Roommaker, what jumps out at you?
Ooh, I gotta say, I agree with Phil on the change. It's every good story. You have character arc, but also this is about pirates,
Mm-hmm.
and I think what they're all about, really, when it comes down to it, is bloodthirsty apple pie.
Well,
I get to
isn't it?
hear a pirate story that not contain one. I mean, can you name a pirate tale that doesn't have a bloodthirsty apple pie? I mean, I dare you, Matt.
Hard pressed, absolutely hard pressed. I mean,
Right?
because every one of them that I can think of right now.
yeah, even Goonies, and that was kind of just a half pirate story.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was pirate adjustant
Yeah,
in a way.
they absolutely had one.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I mean, you can't argue with that logic. Jordan Pomavile, dare you argue with that logic, or what jumps out at you first?
I might. What stands out to me, first of all, is overachiever, because I feel like so many pirate stories are coming of age stories. That's what I'm going with, and so you always have that overachiever character, and then the other thing, because it's a coming of age story, obviously you're going to have a convocation, and we all remember the famous scene at the end of coming of age pirate movies when someone's giving address to the pirate class of 1693, and so I was thinking those are things that the best pirate stories have.
There you go. Bluebeard is just the underachiever that everybody just counted out. He was smaller than the other pirates, but then he was forced to stay after class with some of the other misfit pirates, and went on an adventure and turned into a werewolf. And and at the end, he found out that he was just fine the way he was. All right. I'm following that storyline. I buy into everything that all of you say for your initial thoughts. So with that, let's see where we can be influenced. Let's write down what can be our final answer to the game. And one last time, go to Sam Proof and the Word Herd and check in with them.
All right, starting us off, Sheba Dog says, I like rock and hangout. Pirates party hardy. That's true. Andrew WK is one of the present day pirate chiefs for sure. Fandar says they have a bar mitzvah and stay off my lawn. Yep, that seems fair. Mogwai Shadow, bloodthirsty, always goes great with pirates, but biased, rock and hangout. There you go. Is that your word? Is that what I'm hearing? Moonraven, this is so weird, says, and Long John Silver's, oh, and I should read this better. I'm sorry. I apologize. This is a professional treatment. And Long John Silver's heart grew 2 sizes that day. But also, like, the 4th time I've heard Long John Silver's this week. What the super personal thing. Fandar says, Vandar's owning this chat today, this round. Change as in the jingly kind, not the Hopi kind.
Wow.
It's too real for us all, apparently. But definitely busting the doors wide open on this. Reno Ecap says, bar mitzvah. Pirate Abrams was telling me about his last one, which was about Eliza's bar mitzvah. Also, you don't hear much about the pirate circumcisions. That's where I was going with that. It's a little known fact. All pirates circumcised. And Fandar coming back says, I hear Lost Boys and I don't think of Peter Pan. I think of the terrible movie about Coke and Corey Haim. That is fighting words.
What?
What are you?
What?
I'm coming at you. You cannot say these things. Let's go.
Okay.
All right, I'm sorry. I lost it. A little unhinged. That is my childhood and my birthright. Gotta go get some babka and chill out. And we'll see if we can't come to a chilly consensus.
Exactly. I'm with you. And really, that was a Jason Patrick more led thing. Come on. Can we get with it? Corey Haim, side character. Anyway, we're back. We're going to find out where we all landed on this. It's all busted wide open. Phil Ranta, where did you land?
Although I do love that Fandar brought up the fact that for pirates, gold coins probably was considered change, right? They're just
Right?
like, I got some loose change. The
Genius.
only coins I know of are the gold ones. Just change. But Stacy did convince me. I can't think of a pirate movie that doesn't have bloodthirsty apple pie.
Oh,
You know?
yeah. Oh, look at that. He's got
Bloodthirsty.
fangs this
See,
time.
I drew it just after the Goonies one, the one in the Goonies with the
Yes.
bloodthirsty apple pie, where has the wolf in the middle with
Absolutely.
dripping blood. Yeah.
We have a new mascot here at Own Every Word. Everybody birthed right here before your eyes. Stacy of the Brew Makers, making the brew. What have you landed on? Bloodthirsty apple pie. She's a lady that sticks to her guns.
I can do it. I apologize for my mic, by the way. I didn't realize that was me. I think my wires were tangled, so I apologize. I just realized. But anyway, thirsty apple pie. Let's yeah. I think that's what's got to be. But I'll leave it up to Jordan, right?
No press, Jordan, but everybody cool is saying it. So where did you land? Right in the middle.
Well, I was, I was actually won over by the checks. I was thinking about coming of age pirate movies, how they all have a rock and hangout.
Yeah.
Scene where everyone like sings a pirate song together, and it's like a moment where everyone, is like builds teamsmanship. But at the same time, I'm for sale, so I do this bloodthirsty apple pie if you guys want. I can do it.
Do it. It's fun over here. The water's warm.
All right, bloodthirsty apple pie.
Boom!
Yes.
Bloodthirsty apple pie. Don't you forget about me, Rock and Hangout. You were a contender, but our winner, and congratulations, is the P-Star 7. Woo! Absolutely coming in there. Another win for you. Congratulations. Your official, unofficial NFT prize will be coming to you soon. And word heard, panelists, that's our show. Thank you so much for watching Own Every Word, the game show. But before we go, let's say goodbye to everybody. Thank you, panelists, for being here, stepping up here. Stacy, help is on the way. You will be saved soon. Anything that you want to leave as a parting goodbye to the fans? Phil Ranta.
Yes, the next drop is on September 30th. It's our Oops All Gold drop, where even the special cards have gold backgrounds. And the game is coming. The actual software-driven game where you can win NFTs, the play-to-earn NFTs game, is coming in mid-October. And Jordan, I'm sure, is going to think of some really good stuff. And Stacy's going to produce great game shows. And Matt's going to be an awesome host. And hang in there. Let's grow this thing.
Boom, boom. That is very exciting. Jordan, what are your parting words to our peoples out there?
I'm going to agree with everything Phil said, and it's good to be a hodler.
And Stacy.
Hey guys, thanks so much for so excited about our project. Really fun to interact with everyone, and thanks for watching our show and being silly with us. This is just nuts. It's such a silly little thing, and it's so nice to share it with all of you. So thanks for watching the show, and thanks for having me tonight, Matt.
Absolutely. It was a pleasure for me to do this. All you guys are the best. So everybody, thank you for watching. Make sure to find us on crypto.com/NFT to follow all of our drops. And if you want to play along next time, go to owneveryword.com. Join us again next and every Wednesday, 10:30 Eastern, 7:30 Pacific. Good night, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Don't you be forgetting about me.